Hello and welcome everybody to another Modern stream. It's been a minute, but we are back. And we're back on track, of course. We're going to be playing some Naya Lands today. I have not played a single match of Modern for an entire week because I've been out on vacation. So we're back now and trying to get like a little bit accustomed to what Modern is about right now, which I imagine is close to what we've seen since the last time that I played. Some other stuff has been coming up, like the John Saga deck has kind of become a staple in the format at this point, so that is cool to see because I think we actually have a good matchup against all of the Lurrus decks because we are just a significantly better Saga deck. So that is one of the things that I've seen happen a lot. But yeah, we'll see how we're going to be how the games are going to be developing. What I'm going to be trying today is I'm going to be trying a couple of Corsair Perfects in the flex slot before I had Tireless Tracker here. Tracker is cool and everything, but you know, it just dies on sight, and this is potentially much better against Burn, which has also seen a resurgence lately. So we're gonna see how. I'm just trying this out. Like I'm not sure whether this card is great or not, but you know, there's only one way to figure out. The rest of the list I've been super happy with, so I didn't really make any changes. So all I did for my previous video that I made is I made an exact, a literal switch between both of these. So if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the first round. Probably not keeping this. We're playing against the Lurrus deck, but sounds better. Sounds better. They're playing Lurrus, so I'm going to say keep, and I think I'm going to send the Dryad. Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh no, is this Mill? Ugh. Oh, okay. Easy Chalice here. I'm gonna go turn 1 tapped Stomping Ground. The reason for that is that on turn 2, if my opponent plays a 1-drop, on turn 2 I can explore into ending the 1-drop. Nothing like bottoming a card and immediately drawing it. That's the Moto way. Opponent has very nice fetches and then just ugly ass Watery Grave. Confusing. It is confusing. Okay, so what do we want to draw here? So I guess it's just like Grixis, Lurrus, control nonsense. Oh. Mr. Seri, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 14 million months. Yeah, that's exactly the amount of months. Well, this is a perplexing play. This is a very, very confusing play. Because I mean, we just do this now, you know? White and green. Like you knew about that one, opponent. That one was definitely not a surprise. It's an aspiring spike. That's funny. That played out nicely. Yeah. I think my opponent probably played that turn just a tiny bit suboptimally, but who am I to judge? No land drop. Imagine people cheating on their land drops, right? Just gonna pass the turn here. I don't want to enable my opponent's shadow, that's why I didn't attack. Do you get a tiny bit of joy every time an opponent misses a land drop? I mean, probably, yeah. Actually, yes, yes. Opponents being greedy and then being punished. That's my bread and butter. Real card. Can we draw a real card? Right here. Real card. Courser. Okay. That's very much a real card. Ursa Saga. And Holy Heat. Sure. Dryad. Don't think I want to draw a Dryad. Chalice. It's kind of awkward, but... Can Ursa Saga fetch for Chalice? No, it cannot. Ursa Saga says... and this is obviously on purpose, right? But it very clearly says the CMC needs to be 0 or 1. It doesn't say CMC like 0 or less or 1 or less or whatever. It says specifically that it needs to be CMC 1 or 0. So I'm just gonna play Chalice on 2 here. That covers both Kroxa and, you know, like Iteration or like Dress Down, whatever. 1/1 is not that problematic just yet, and whenever it becomes problematic, I can just kill it with Lasso. Tobosh Lobo with the tier 1 sub, coming back for 2 months. Just went through when Nialance in my LGS. Nice, Tobo. Congratulations. So we want to draw. I was about to say Titania, but I want to draw Titania, but deck didn't even give me the time to say Titania. Oh, come on, the last card is that. Okay, we can just draw another Titania, it's gonna be fine. That Lurrus is scary though. That Lurrus is certainly scary. So I guess I'm just gonna have to uptick this Blossom. Yeah, Titania says Titan in the name, right? Like it should be a 6/6. It's only fair. I wonder how longer we're gonna have to deal with this nonsense. I wonder how much longer we're gonna have to deal with this nonsense. Fire attack. That's just not a great trade for me, right? Made 3/1 and a 3/01 with their most recent amulet list. Nice. Bet money he gets banned before the year is over. I wouldn't be too sure about it, honestly. It's already been around for like quite a long time at this point. I just don't really see a point for them to ban it now, is my thing. It's only just now rotating from standard. Yeah. It is that I think that at this point it has overstayed its welcome. I really wish it were just, you know, gone. They cast Dress Down instead of just casting Ursa's Bubble, Mishra's Bubble? Why? Ugh. Oh, did I just... I just forgot to uptick this thing. Big yikes. So we're gonna have to get Soul Guide Lantern. They can't Dress Down because there's a Chalice. That's why I'm surprised that they cast this. Got him. DRC is gonna hit me for 3 though. So I think I have to chomp with Saga? What happens if I chomp with Saga? Just gonna chomp with Saga token. Down to 6 we go. This is an interesting game. We have a lot of good top decks here. Can't see the work because I got too many permanents. Feels bad, man. So on tap. At this point, I think I'm just cracking this for 1. Okay. So I think I'll just get an expedition map. Expedition map, crack it. Find Saga, play Saga. Yeah, this is fine. So map. Crack, map. Saga, play Saga. Play Soul Guide. So I can go down to 3, but I die to Bolt. My opponent has used 3 bolts already. Monkey. Huh. Well, that attack doesn't make too much sense. Unless they have Bolt in hand, but I guess at this point I'm just dead to Lightning Bolt. So I'm just dead to Bolt here. Well, actually, I'm not, right? The problem is, so my plan was to crack Blast Zone and get rid of the DRC that way, then exile with Lurrus. Because the problem now is I can crack Blast Zone. I think I have to crack this now, though. So I'm not dead to the dude. But they already played the bubble from the graveyard with Lurrus, so they used the Lurrus already. One card left. They should have definitely cracked the bubble there. Why are they doing it on upkeep? Ugh. So attack for 5. Opponent takes it. Okay. Play this step. Say go. I lose to a lightning bolt, but I think that's fine. I guess I also lose to an unholy heat, because my plan here is to... I guess I don't lose to unholy heat. So I just crack Blast Zone, kill both of these on attack. And then... Saga token trades with Lurrus. So opponent's just gonna get back the shadow now. The amount of work this Lurrus has done, as usual, is ridiculous. What an unreasonable card. Jeez. For real. Shadow Spear or Suran Orb? Let's do Spear. Well, that's a game plan. Do I have to chomp attack here to play around a bolt? I think I just accept that I lose to my opponent drawing the 4th lightning bolt and I just pass the turn. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to just champ attack there. So I'm just going to accept that I just lose to lightning bolt. Yeah, and my opponent has it, which is unfortunate. ¿Quién es el que pasó al bebé a Bebeil? Es The Codler se llama. Es un... Creo que ganó un Pro Tour en algún momento. Juega muy bien. Es un sacado el Tron. Streamea también. Well, now we have no choice, right? Now we just got no choice because we're otherwise dead to the... Never mind. I mean, we do have to chomp attack, but... Last limited level ups podcast is Smash Addiction with Ryan Sachs, who needed help. It was a great listen. That's interesting. It's not a topic that gets often discussed. Well, I mean, I think we just win, right? Don't we just win here? I mean, yeah, we have a bunch of basics. We have still 4 basics in the deck. And my opponent, sure, like... We blow up our own Shadow Spear, but... We just right-click attack all. Wow. What a grind, dude. What a freaking grind. That was awesome. That was awesome. I don't think I want Celestial Charm. I think it's going to be dead enough of the time. It's probably not worth playing. That was such a hot game. That was just such a hot game. It's game like that where you can say game 2 as if you won the Pro Tour. Yeah, for real, right? What a grind. What a grind. I think we navigated that game pretty well, if I may say so myself. I feel like we navigated that game pretty well. Keep. That sucks. I think I'm just gonna play Chalice here, because I think it's very likely my opponent has Drown the Luck or not. Stress down. Okay. So just gonna do the Croxa combo again. I mean, that's bad for me, obviously. So I need to find another ending now. Selected like 10 minutes ago or so. If you redeem, by the way, it's just guy where's the list. Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed it. Oh. It's not bad. So now we can kill the Croxa at least. Just take it whenever you... Okay. I can do that in between rounds. I'm gonna leave it here on the side. They attack red and 6. Having to pitch Titania there. Not great for me. I'm gonna have to explosives this. Big yuck. Big yuck. Hopefully this chalice is doing some good work. Damn it. It's not great. That's not great for us. It's like a dagger. That is like a freaking dagger, dude. Okay. I think the way that we win this game is we find an untapped land. So my opponent's gonna attack. I'm gonna discard my Wooded Foothills. Oh, no, I don't think I should have played it through Nor actually. So I'm gonna discard the Foothills, take a bunch of damage, and I have to top deck an untapped land. Opponent has no interaction or anything like that. And I just go Suranor into Titania. Hit me with that untapped land, deck. Hit me with that untapped land. Wow, being in the Thoughtseize? So they have another one in hand? They don't. Here we go. Land. Feels bad, man. All right. Let's try this again. I don't think I want Celestia Charms. They kill Croxa and Big Shadows, but that's it. Yeah, I don't think I can play that. What's with the audio? What do you mean? Oh, that's my AC. I imagine that you're talking about the noise in the background. That's the AC. Yeah, it's the AC. I'm streaming from an airplane. Yeah. We have just left the station. I find that when I stream from an airplane, I draw better. What's up, Zach? How's it going? This hand seems like a trap because this is not a land drop. I'm gonna ship it. Much better. Much better. Keep, send that to the bottom. Play that and say go. Would love to dodge a turn 1 discard spell. Would love to dodge it. That's not a discard spell. Silly opponent. That's not a discard spell. So we're gonna have to rend minus, unfortunately, which means that if my opponent has another monkey, or if they have, Unholy Heat or Bolt, they get to kill a Ren, and I would really want this Ren to survive, but it is what it is. Yeah. That saddens me. Saddens me deeply. Oh, awesome. Sweet. That makes me really happy. Maybe I should have played Saga there. Maybe I should have played Saga there, actually. Yeah, maybe I should have played Saga. MTGO Premium, yep. Hit sticks for the Stones, yeah. I wasn't a big Rolling Stones fan, but you know, as a drummer, it's just hard to not respect Charlie Watts. So yeah, definitely a tough loss for the drum world. Yeah, I mean, out of all of the groove drummers, I'm a much bigger fan of somebody like Jeff Porcaro and stuff like that. Those are the kind of drummers that I truly like. It is, but like, you know, like Jim Keltner, like those kind of guys. Like if I were thinking about like a group drummer, I would think of, you know, those are the guys that I look up to, like I don't know, like Steve Jordan. Monkey? Not too afraid of this monkey right here. Smart of my opponent to play around the ending that they know about, but like, what are they going to exile here? I guess they could exile an Explorer. That would suck for me. Expedition map. Well, that sucks. I wanted that one. I actually, yeah, I did want that one. Am I just cracking this Soul Guide Lantern? The thing is, my opponent, like, if they don't hit a land drop with this iteration... Okay, they did. Never mind. So now that goes back to hand. I can ping. Oh, baby. Well, that's better. Yes. Well, that's better. So I guess we're gonna do that now, huh? You're missing out, Stabs. You're not using the other emote, the wife slide emote. You're leaving some value on the table. We have Ren losing up doesn't. So minus there. On my phone, animated ones do not work. Can't tell which one is which. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Why did we fetch Thicket there? Because I'm planning on getting Suranor here, and then I can discard this to Suranor. I can sacrifice this to Suranor and start cycling it with Ren. So that's the reason there. I'm not gonna do that this turn because this turn I'm just getting back Ursa Saga. But that was the plan for next the following turn. I'm gonna attack here. It makes my opponent's shadows big, but I mean that's kind of like the reason. The fact that we already discarded Shadow Spear. I guess my opponent blew it out. Did they blow up? What happened with the Shadow Spear? Oh, they discarded it. They discarded the Shadow Spear. Now my sagas can't find anything. So like I can't continue growing my constructs here. Which sucks. What cards do you love to see be banned in the actual modern metagame? This card. I think this card should have been gone for a while now. That's really the only one. I'll check it out in a second, Zach. They draw Lurrus. Okay. You gotta kill my 5/3 dude. Here's a lethal attacker. Bolt. So float mana, sack dwarf, plus cycle. Not great. Not great. Because now my opponent can play Lurrus, then dress down. And they can keep all of my saga tokens in check thanks to dress down. It's not looking great. The good thing is that my opponent kind of has to respect the Ren. Oh, they're just gonna play DRC. Oh shit, that sucks. We got a bunch of good draws here. Not that many. Oh, no, actually, we do have a fair amount, actually. Yeah, we have Endurance. We got that one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's tight. That one is all right. Planes. So I guess I can technically find prismatic ending here. Oh, I did not pass the turn. I missed 2 life by not second saga turn. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot. My bad. But yeah, the way that this works, you know, you put the saga trigger on the stack. Once the third chapter goes on the stack, you can actually sack it to Surinor. Honestly, just brain fart it. Not really a big deal, but so if they have engineered explosives, we're in trouble. So we're just hoping to dodge engineered explosives. Seems like enough. My opponent wants to not attack with DRC. I mean, it's still correct for them to even if this didn't have to attack, it would still be correct for them to attack there, because like what are they doing? I guess they were just conceding, but because then I can just ult Ren and I have infinite prismatic endings. So yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, there we go. See you for the next round. Hello and welcome to round number 2. Playing against Emma Watson. Watson Emma, I guess. Didn't know she played. She played Magic. Good stuff. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, Courser. We can do better. Told you we can do better. Yeah, this one's a lot better, by a lot. So let's keep it. Opponent says, yo, friend, big fan. I say, thank you, big fan of your work as well. Modo chat. I love you. I don't understand people who dislike Modo chat. Probably playing against Hammerino. M-Knight. Paper Magic, best Magic. Yeah. No arguments here. Best draw is probably Ren and 6. So if my opponent gets a hammer, I'm just gonna prismatic ending the Stoneforge. Although I guess this is kind of fine. So I play Explore. I think we're just gonna explore here. If I find a land, no land, that sucks. But I think I want to do this. This prevents them from playing around the Chalice. Hey, what's up? Past Modern, I'm an Italian player here. Just quit Modern because I hate the format for the first time ever. The amount of times I got in holy hit in my title is embarrassing. Also, I dislike the top decks. Do you like it? I think it's great. I think Modern is the best it's been in a while. But if you're trying to, you know, just play the exact same deck over and over again, when it's, you know, when the metagame is not good, yes, you're gonna lose. Kind of sucks. Make a token. I think I just have to get Expedition. I could get Soul Guide Lantern and hope to find a land off the top. Too risky. Too risque. Sorry if my question earlier was silly. Maybe that's why you ignored it. Oh, you were. Oh, you. I thought that you tagged Mana Symbol, but I didn't notice you. You tagged me as well. My bad. And it's just for a good deck against my local meta that plays Boomer, Jeskai Control, Boomer, Boomer Jund, Humans, E-Tron, and Burn. I mean, Amulet is actually great against a bunch of those decks, for what's worth. Chalice doing the Lord's work over there. Hallelujah. Even if my opponent kills the... Even if they kill the Ren, I can just go Titania, get back my fetch. Kill Ingenious Smith, double Pure Steel Paladin, and the Thopter probably. Is Simulated Boomer deck now? No, it's just bad. It's just poorly positioned. Like the way that the metagame has developed, it just does not line up well for Amulet whatsoever. In fact, it lines up horribly. Not only does it not line up well, but it actually lines up horribly. So do I kill my opponent or do I kill their creatures? I think that we all know what the right answer is, right? But Fred, you miss lethal. Yes, I know. I know that very, very well. Fran, you suck at playing this deck. Like, you're just missing lethal all the time. Yep, I know. I'm well aware. Never lethal game 1, it breaks their spirit for game 2. You see, Stabs gets it. Stabs gets it. Stabs knows what's up. Just gonna yield to the Chalice triggers. Because I feel like we're gonna see a lot of them. Yep. Nice deck. Alright. Enough fun. This is not a fun stream, okay? We don't have fun here. This is only business. This is only business. No fun to be had here. If opponent files above the screen. Yeah, it's all about tricking them. Asserting dominance is the true lethal. There we go. The problem with Amulet right now is the F and hold hit. No, not really. It's like a combination of things. The problem with Amulet is just it doesn't line up well against anything at all. I feel like I do this every stream nowadays, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I've done it already. But like, if you open MTG Goldfish, you go through like the top 15 decks, and you go through all of them. And as an Amulet player, you don't want to play against any of those. Like, sure, that's like Tron. I'm burned like somewhere in there. But like, if you look at the top tiers, you see like Murktide, you see Hammer Time, you see all of those decks which the Amulet player does not want to face. I think Amulet is great versus John Saga. Yeah, I don't think John Saga is like, you know, the top tier of the format though. Like, I think it's a great deck, but it's probably like tier 1, 1.5 or something. It's not like one of the tier 0 decks. Am I keeping this hand? So what? I think I'm just keeping this hand. It's been getting a lot of results. Yeah, sure. Like, I'm not saying the deck is bad or anything. What I'm saying is like, I wouldn't... Like, John Saga right now is not what would make or break the deck. If that makes sense. So we're definitely forcing here. I think I killed this and this. I'd like to take 0 damage, please. Excuse me, sir. I would like to take 0 damage, please. 0 damage. I mean, I guess Pure Steel Paladin is still sort of an issue. So if my opponent has, if their last card in hand is a Pure Steel Paladin, we're in trouble. I could just go get Blast Zone. Yeah, let's do that. I'm planning on cracking Blast Zone this upcoming turn. So, yeah, so my opponent needs to have exactly Pure Steel Paladin in hand, like nothing else really does anything. So, it's a Stoneforge. Probably still playing that for 1. Oh. Well, shit. Should not have done that, I guess. I guess I should have cracked Blast Zone first. Yeah, because now I left myself. Yeah, this was all just terrible. Because now if my opponent does draw the Pure Steel Paladin, we just lose. Yeah, all of that was just like terrible turn. Force is my best draw. Foothills doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I guess it allows me to make constructs, so that's fine. gonna have to crack Blast Zone on their upkeep after I know whether they're floating mana off this or not. They're not activating? Probably Springleaf Drum, yeah. Makes sense. Ingenious Smith. Memnite. No blocks, obviously. Needle. Well, damn it. Let's get Shadow Spear. Let's equip. One has got one unknown in hand. Oh, actually, that's a cranial plating. They have a plating in hand. Never mind. Why didn't you wait for them to face? Oh yeah. So if I let that happen, my opponent just finds Pipe Needle and they name Blast Zone, and then I can't activate it anymore. Stone of feedback. No, it's my AC. It's not feedback. It's just my AC. So the last card in hand is a cranial plating, which I do know about. So my opponent is just hoping that I will not, I guess, forget about it or whatever. They can't equip though. So they're just enticing me to block here. But this just works out great for me, right? Because I block here with Dryad and I block here with Construct. Cranial plating comes into play. Yeah, they got a cranial plating. And sure, like this grow, but then the Memnite is gonna die. And it becomes back to a 4/4. So, like, this is just not a great attack from my opponent, I don't think. I think they're missed. They attacked because they wanted to bait me into blocking there, but they didn't realize that now with the Memnite dying, this is going to go back to being a 4/4, so it's going to die anyways. Oh, that's what's up. I mean, that still doesn't really matter. Like, it's still great for me because I already have another Dryad. I honestly had forgotten that they could do that instant speed. That's cool. It's pretty neat, actually. Gonna send the dude again. Play another Dryad. What's a cool play there? Am I doing anything with this prismatic ending? stream and 4 in AC is super sus. That's fair. So I'm trying to think whether I should prismatic ending this cranial plating or whether I should save the prismatic ending for the Lurrus. Alternatively, I could ending the Ingenious Smith. I'm just trying to figure out how quickly is this game going to go. I think that the game is not going to end in the next turn. So I think that what I should do is this. I just don't think that the game is going to end in the next turn. So that means that saving... I'm going to need to save the prismatic ending for the Lurrus. I know that they can equip plating. Yeah. But they can't attack with multiple things now. If they just attack with constructs or whatever, Lurrus with Chalice in play seems bad. No, if I kill their 2-drops, right? Or Memnite or whatever. Like, they can just infinitely chump block. Okay, that doesn't seem like they're interested in the Lurrus plan. They found the Nexus. There's also the option, right? Like, do I wanna ending this thing? Do I wanna ending this thing? We have a lot of alternatives. Lots of potential plays. It's close. It's a close game. It often is close against Hammer. I love how this game started with my opponent swinging for 20 on turn 2 on the play. It all started with my opponent threatening lethal on turn 2. So now I can ending the cranial plating. The construct can become if I do that, then the construct becomes a 2/2, which can again become a 3/3 though. So I don't really have great attacks, I don't think. I don't think I have great attacks. I can trade my construct for their Ingenious Smith, though, which is probably a fine trade for me. The Jellyfish Princess, thank you for the follow. It's a beautiful name. Okay. Interesting that my opponent is kind of delaying the Lurrus thing. Because they could have played Lurrus there and played a Mem Knight or an Ornithopter. Just play a zero drop. But they're just, I don't know, they're just taking it super slow. Valakut. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. So this is fine. Just holding on to the explosives, no need to do anything just yet. Our dude has trample, which is nice. Opponent can go Lurrus into Ingenious Smith. But then we can blow everything up if we need to. So I'm probably just gonna chill on these explosives for a minute here until my opponent forces my hand. Stupid Lurrus, man. Stupid Lurrus. Just does so much for so little. Did they just forget that there's a chalice in play? Wait. That game was not over. That game was not over at all, actually. Sure. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. See you next round. Alright, welcome to round number 3. Playing against a Yorion deck, so this hand sucks. This hand is a lot better. I think I'm gonna keep this and bottom the Chalice. Chalice is usually pretty bad against Yorion decks. Style 2 Titans with Celestia Charm tonight, please don't hate me. Oh, I would love that. I don't know if I would bring in Celestia Charm against Amulet, but... anytime a Celestia Charm is cast, I will be happy. The big question here is, do I want to play Expedition Map on turn 1? I think the answer is no. Against Titan Shift? No, I don't think that's what the matchup really is about. Is my opponent playing something else? Counterspell? Crap. I guess I should have mapped on 1, huh? My opponent's playing an 80 card deck, right? I think that I was supposed to just jam there. They're missing land drops. Oof, got there. Yeah, that was definitely painful. I really needed that terrain to resolve. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Only 30 lands in my deck. Maybe that's why. I'm getting punished for only playing 30 lands in my deck. They have to be playing Snick, right? Yeah, we're probably not winning this game. It was all about that missed land drop. It was all about that missed land drop. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I have to draw a card off of this courser and I miss again, dude. Yeah, this is... I can't win anymore. We're done here. Game's over. Okay. Let's just not waste any more time. We can't win the game anymore, so... So, cut these. Bring these in. Biting needle. That's it. Yeah, there's like some Bant Yorion nonsense control. Man, that's so unfortunate. They had the counterspell on there too. I don't think I'm supposed to jam there. The longer that I take, the more likely it is that my opponent actually does have the counterspell. Also, there's no way that Yorion is worth it in my opponent's deck either, right? But if you're not playing Yorion, then it's really hard to justify playing Snick, I guess. So maybe they just really want to play the Snick or whatever. Grindy hand, but like it's fine. I'm not over the moon about the hand, but I'm not gonna ship it, right? Ren would be an amazing draw. Maybe I should have held that because of prismatic ending. Huh. Yeah, maybe I should have held expedition map. Although if my opponent prismatic endings this, I'm probably just gonna jam a tracker. Gonna get Saga, play Saga, say go. Growth Spiral, Snick. Snick is fine. Doesn't do that much. Baby Tef. It's kind of annoying. A Time Walk of sorts. But I probably have to play the tracker right here. Because my opponent's removal is probably sorcery speed. Although I guess they can do it instant speed. And I'm planning on activating Saga next turn anyways. Mono Prismatic Vistas. Kind of want them H1 limited to come back. Oh, wow. Okay. Because they have a lot of card advantage, so I don't know. It's still possible that they shouldn't have just used Solitude. Yeah, Big Teferi again? Jeez. Mm. Were they playing any card deck, friend? Options, options, options. I probably just have to go get Fighting Needle. Name Hero of Dominaria. And I guess I'm gonna play Blast Zone here. Get back Saga. I think it's probably gonna get counterspelled, but okay. Okay, it's looking good. So I can now attack Baby Tef. Opponent's gonna trade, which makes they for sure are playing Ephemerate. At this point, I'm just assuming that they're playing Ephemerate. So that gets rid of that. Oh, never mind. Ephemerate's still good. So now they can bounce the Python Needle, and I guess potentially minus on. Oh, that's so much worse. Oh, yikes. That's a problem. Would you cast Snapcaster's Bow Cyber for Rip in a control deck against Boomer John that plays Ren? Well, I mean, if you're playing against Boomer John, so I would probably, yes, I would like Rip in that matchup. Yes, for sure. Because you're only slowing down Goyfs. Like, there's like multiple reasons to want that. Oh man, this is so bad. My opponent's gonna get to draw 3 more cards next turn. I think I just have to jam the Dryad. I think it only gets worse with time. And I'm playing the fetch land first, so I can guarantee the extra land drop, which is also gonna be a 5/3. Wow, that resolved. Okay. So, shoot that. I think my opponent's planning to Wrath. Shoot that guy. So now they can't like just Wrath me or whatever. Shoot that one. There's no way we're in this game, right? They just have a Wrath, right? They just have to have a Wrath. It's the only thing that makes sense. Probably gonna get Soul Guide here. Play that, hit there. What the hell's going on, dude? So they did have the Wrath. I don't think this 3 damage matters, so I'm just gonna draw and see what I find off the top. Another Fetchman is obviously a dead card. Just gonna pass the turn here. Yeah, but they didn't really get more value, right? So that's why I was surprised. Because they delayed the Wrath forever, but they didn't really get more value than they would have gotten like 3 turns ago. I guess 1 turn ago, never mind, but like... And they allowed me to like kill their Teferi, and they allowed me to like do a bunch of things. Like they could have just prevented me from killing their big Teferi, straight up. It's very confusing. Whatever. Veto my prismatic ending. I don't think they should have veto in their deck, honestly. What's the optimal value for the Bastion to be on? I don't know yet. Depends on how this game continues to go. Courser. Heinous draw. I'm probably gonna have to do this eventually, so I might as well do it here. Maybe my opponent has another Tef. They have another Solitude. Brutal. Wow. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Holy shit, alright. That's a card. Remember when this guy was terrorizing standard? Alright, my opponent's having fun. Like, we know that for a fact. They are definitely having some fun. Force of negation. 1, 2, 3. We're probably going to have to update this blast on 1 to 4 to deal with this. Or probably just dead here, realistically speaking. I guess maybe like if I top deck a Dryad. We top deck Dryad. We get 3 triggers. That's just not enough. That's just not enough, no. Opponent's deck is cute though. I like it. Seems fun. Dryad? It's not it. Alright. See you for the next round. It's round 4. Yeah, okay. It sounds obviously better if we're playing against a deck against which Explorer is fine, but Gideon Ally of Zendikar is better than Jace the Mayan Sculptor. Now that's a statement. I think it comes down to a matter of context. The blue cards are busted, while you know, the blue cards are busted while the white ones are not. Can we find Ren in 6, please? Ren. Let's get Temple Garden here. Crack this for Ghost Quarter. Play Ghost Quarter. Draw step. Can we please find the Ren and 6 off the top? Carta recomendás para los que no tienen chales. Quiero jugar el deck en mi LGS esta noche. Y mira, te soy sincero, Basel. Me parece que te va a convenir jugar otro deck directamente. Si no, este mazo tiene muchos malos matchups. Lo que tiene el Chalice es que te hace que un montón de tus malos matchups pasen a ser buenos. So, is digging one card deeper towards Ren? I think it is. It is worth not drawing the card here, not getting the construct. I don't think the construct is going to do anything, right? So I'd rather just like make the mana. And I think that the only way that I can win this game is if I find exactly Ren and 6 off the top. Bashal, thank you for the prime sub. Se agradece. Ren? That's not a Ren. Silly deck. You confused the Ren with a not a Ren. That's so silly of you. Also, I should have played the Windswept Heath because that allows me to find in Data Triumph, and then I can use that fourth color to potentially prismatic ending a baby Karn. So that was a misstep. I don't think it's gonna matter because I don't think we can win this game anymore, but maybe could have mattered. I don't know. Only thread we can potentially beat is just Worm Coil, really? Wow. Am I gonna get punished by exactly that? I guess it's not gonna matter if my opponent plays their cards right. So now we have to find exactly Dryad. Now we have to find exactly Dryad. And dodge another turn, of course. Dryad? You're too late, dude. What the hell? Just gonna blow up another tower. Don't really have too many options there. Now, once again, I have to draw a Dryad, but now it's not as good anymore. Oh, I should have ending the liquid metal coating. Why didn't I just ending the liquid metal coating? That was just bad. Should have definitely done that. Although I guess... No, this actually is better, because this means that my opponent is not gonna be able to plus. Oh, I couldn't, you're right. Let's see what they get here. Biting Needle. Okay, but now I can ending the Needle. At least for one turn before my opponent can minus and get it back, which is funny. Alright, Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Dryad. Explore, okay. Nope. Damn it. Warping Whale. Gross. Gross. So now they're gonna blow up my Valakut. Huh, never mind. I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Okay, hitting all the Tron gamers today, man. Hitting all the freaking Tron gamers. This Chalice is maybe fine on the play. Yeah, it's just a dead top deck. Dryad, Rend, Force. Let's do this. Why is this matchup so bad, chat? Can I even keep this hand? Huh. Am I supposed to go turn 1 Saga? I go turn 1 Saga. Turn 2 Chalice on 1. Turn 3 go get Expedition Map. Saga dies. And I can go squat other stuff. Yeah, I think this is the first time with this deck that I have gone turn 1 Saga. I think this is literally the first time I've done this. Gonna go Stomping Ground, say yes. Play Chalice. And now we just need to not draw Expedition Map. Okay, game's over. That's right, because Tron somehow plays 8 green cards total in the deck, but they just jam Force a Vigor. That's right. Go Squitter. Dude. They have 4 Ancient Steerings, 4 Sylvan Scrying. That's it. That's all the green cards that they have. And I guess when they bring in forces, they have like 2 forces, or like 3 forces, or maybe 4 sometimes. And my opponent somehow had it all. Maybe Thragtusk too. If they have Thragtusk against me, they just have no idea what's going on. It's unfortunate. Karn liberated. I mean, Wilt is a much better card, right? In a deck that doesn't have that many green cards. Like, it makes a lot more sense to be playing Wilt. Like, that makes all the sense in the world. It's just the forces that are weird. So I can explore. So we have to try to go white here. That goes white, I guess. Okay. So the plan here is to dodge for 2 turns. It's not that bad. Just gonna dodge for 2 turns. Sagas are forest, thanks to Yamimaya. Yep. That's why I haven't grabbed my fetch here. It's a Worm Coil Engine. Bueno, acabaré con andas. Gonna get Surin Orb here. Then we're gonna play this Titania. And now I think I want to ending this thing. Basic planes. Prismatic ending. Just to prevent them to draw a card. Calm down, opponent. Calm down, opponent. They have another force. Okay. Now they top deck Gideon. Well, playing second Ren doesn't really do anything, right? I'm not gonna be able to get any value from it. I guess I should have. That was actually a mistake. I should have gotten back the fetch line instead of getting back the saga. So if I sack everything now, we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 35 power. Plus 2. Plus 2. I think I missed one token, which is going to be the difference between winning and losing here. Which is pretty rough. Yuck. Big yuck. Big yuck. I mean, that's assuming that they have nothing. So my opponent goes to 26, right? Let's assume they have nothing, okay? They have nothing. They go to 26, and they block here. Then I swing for 30, and I should be good. But, like, we lose to a million cards here. So that's kind of the thing. Like, do I want to play around anything? And can I play around anything? Because as things are right now, I lose to Karn the Great Creator, because they can just go get into Bridge and then I just get locked out. I lose to Ulamog, because they can just kill 2 of my dudes and I just move on. I lose to Ugin. I probably can't play around anything, though. Like, if my opponent just has anything at all, like O-Stone, I think we just have to go all in. Even second Worm Coil just just kills me. So I'm dead to most of my opponent's deck, I think. I think I'm just dead to most of my opponent's deck, but maybe they just don't have it. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, that I don't think it's really getting any better for me. Am I getting slow rolled here? Opponent? Are you there? Womp womp, they have something. Well, I mean, seems like that's not enough. Wow. All right. We force the Wukong before damage. Yeah, that doesn't work. If it's not your turn, you may exile the green card. Yeah. Can't blow it up on our turn. Gonna be on the draw now. Also, I forgot to bring in Pine Needle. What if they add Gideon? Oh man. Don't even tell me about Gideon. Terrible hand. I'm gonna keep this hand, and I'm gonna hope that my opponent has an expedition map hand. If they have an expedition map hand, then we have a shot. Gideon Anthem would have been OP at 0 instead of -1. Yeah, Gideon should have been better. It's already busted. So, expedition map. I mean, I'll take that. I will take it. That's what you're gonna give me. I will take that one too. Whatever. Okay. Warping Whale. Play the map and watch the jealousy flow. Do you even have a map opponent? And I'm probably not gonna play Courser though. Because if they do have Force, I get blown out. Okay. Just gonna go find Ghost Squatter. Play it. Say go. No need to go squatter just yet. I'm not go squattering this turn, I'm gonna go squatter next turn. So I'm gonna play Courser because we may draw a card. Now we can shuffle the top of my deck, which is nice. Because Prismatic Ending's obviously not doing anything. Not cracking Blast Zone. Oblivion Stone. No, I can't upkeep because my opponent's gonna have 5 mana. They can just sack this. So I can't upkeep, that's why I'm thinking now. So I think I do that. And then I actually draw this Prismatic Ending. Play land. Now we're gonna fetch, and I'm gonna play Titania. I really need to put the pressure on. I would have really liked to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's attack here. Yeah, well, the whole point is that I want to... They just found the natural Tron, dude. They just found the natural Tron, dude. Come on. They just stopped the missing piece. Fuck Tron, man. Well, 1 card left in hand. 1 card left in hand. So now we're going to... First, let's see what's on top of the deck. Windswept Heath. Explore. Let's see if they have Warping Will. Maybe I should have explored first, actually. Explore. Play land. Come on. Okay. I had no idea why I shocked there. Should not have shocked. Okay, so I think if they have another Warping Wail, they can block here and then they get to minus, but there's nothing that they can really minus on, so I'm just gonna serve this at Karn and then attack this at them. And now on draw step, gonna go squatter their tower. Next turn we get to Titania, get back Ghost Quarter. And that should probably lock up the game. 3, 4, 5. Tanya, Ghost Squatter. Play this 2. Draw step. Gonna blow up power plant. Oh, feels good. Feels good to be Tron, dude. Let's go. Let's go. See you next round. All right. On the play for the 4-1. Hell yeah, look at this beauty of a hand. Can I just always get this hand? I would like to always, whenever I am dealt a 7-card hand, I want it to look exactly like this one. Every single time. The odds were too good. What do you mean, Donnie? Are you telling me that you voted against me? What a monster. I mean, I'm jamming here. Obviously, my opponent's going to have counterspell, but I'm just going to have to play through that eventually, right? Or not. Okay. I'm liking this everything resolves kind of deal that we got going on right now. This is fine. Okay, no, this is maybe not so fine. Is my opponent playing Wilderness Reclamation? Because that may be sort of a disaster. Don't have the wreck, please. They missed land drop. They did miss land drop. Yeah, they found it off the growth spiral. Well, I think just doing this. They probably have Cryptic to tap and bounce. To bounce and draw, I mean. Fourth. Lands or spells? They took the spells. They can Prismatic Ending here, but if they ending, then they just resolve Titania. I guess they could have like ending into Counterspell. Definitely getting my 3 points of damage out of the deal here. Try it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, please step out. Please step out. Please, ending my Ren. Please do it. Damn it. Can I afford to wait? I know that he can't. I know that my opponent can't do it. I know that they can't do it, but like it would be so good for me if they could. Like it would help me a lot because then I know that I don't have to play around counterspell. And they could have done it, right? They just had to think ahead and they needed to tap differently. I think I'm jamming though. Sickness. I don't think I want a Chalice on 1. And I don't think I need to equip Shadow Spear either. Yeah, Chalice on 2 is like the plan, but I can't, right? Opponent missing land drops. Opponent missing those land drops. Gotta play more lands, opponent. Gotta play more lands. Prismatic ending the red. Okay. Do you have the land? Don't have the land. So they steal this. They block here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this forces my opponent to play the Archmage's Charm right now. The Archmage's Charm, the Elemental, I ending it, and then I attack for lethal. What's up, Tom? You were worried? I was on vacation. I was on vacation this past week. That's why I wasn't streaming. We're still here. We're still here. It's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. So I'm assuming my opponent's playing Reclamation. Maybe something like this. If it turns out that my opponent's playing like a different deck, then sure, we can adapt, but I think that they're playing just Bant Reclamation of sorts. Sure. Get Saga going, which is nice. The question now is, am I gonna play Saga on turn 2? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna get... Oh, they're playing Snake. Oh, okay. I don't think that really changes anything. in terms of the sideboarding or whatever, but I guess it's good to know. I think I'm gonna try to chalice on 2 this coming turn. I guess I could lead on Explore. Let's lead on Explore. Play that. Play that. I think I'm just gonna throw a Dryad into a counter spell. Because I'd rather my opponent not draw 2 here. Sweet. If they play Reclamation, I'm just going to... I'm just gonna force it. Okay. Play that, so you go. Gonna make a couple of tokens. Just kind of have to dodge engineered explosives. FOF here would suck for us. That's better than FOF. Still missing land drops over there. Also, their Ice Fang is not yet death touchy, which is good for me. Token. Another token. Untap. Make a token. Make another token. Gonna get... What are the chances my opponent's playing... Snapcaster Mage? I'm gonna get just Shadow Spear and Expedition Map. Play that. They could have another Ice Fang, in which case we would be training just both of our constructs for both of my opponent's Ice Fangs. Double creatures, draw a card. That sounds good to me. That is acceptable. In fact, I'm surprised that they did it there and they didn't just take 12 and then the following turn they can do that. Saludos desde Panamá. ¡Epa, Ricardo! Muchas gracias. Just gonna Wrath here. If they Wrath, that's not the end of the world. Like, it's not great, obviously, but... Courser. Oh wow. So let's draw Titania. Find a land. Yes. Play this. And I think we're gonna say go here. Still aiming for Chalice on 2 or Chalice on 3. Those are the numbers that we're looking for. Don't want to draw this, so I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna shuffle this away. And I'm just gonna find the Saga of the map. Ugh. I guess we're shuffling that away, so that's fine. Yeah, just find Saga. I could also get... Ugh, that's a bad draw. Really wish I wasn't drawing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they have Counterspell or Snakes, they have to play them now. Veto. Okay. Playing around Snake by not attacking there. Maybe I should have just jammed, but the reason I didn't is because I'm just drawing Chalice. So next turn we can play Chalice on 2 again. Courser, like the Courser information has been pretty interesting. It has really helped in terms of figuring out the sequencing or figuring out when to fetch or when to do something else. It's actually been super interesting. My opponent knows about Titania, so I'm assuming that they're just never gonna tap out for that. One, two, three, 4. When are we getting Old Border Titania? It's actually worth way too much for me to be comfortable wasting the tickets. Like if it were like 1 ticket, I would probably get the playset, but it's like 8 or something ridiculous, and I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to throw 24, like 25 tickets into the garbage for no reason at all. Is it really wasting though? That's fair. That's fair. So I know that I could equip here, but I'm just going to attack. See what my opponent does. Just take 5. I think I just gotta jam. And the reason for jamming here is that... Ugh, that's worst case scenario. I was gonna say the reason for jamming is because I don't want my opponent to use like Castle Ventress, but actually it matters a lot because it matters a lot that it was Counterspell because my opponent gets his Scry anyway. I mean, we still have 10 power in play. It's no joke, and I'm holding the Valakut because if I draw a Dryad, I can actually just deal 3 at least, which could matter. I could hold a little bit more. I could, but like, is it really getting better for me? Which is, you know, why I just fired off there. I'm not sure it's getting better. That's kind of my point. So they do have the fairy. Just rip second Titania easy. Yeah, that would be the ideal scenario. Would be great if that happened. Ugh. Brutal. Who said to rip second Titania? And a third Titania for that matter, I guess. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 mana. Swing a Def. See what happens. The fairy dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only jamming here because I have a second one. But because I do have one, this is fine. Because like I'm expecting my opponent to have a Wrath here, which my opponent could play. Because the fairy is still active, but I would hold until I can Dryad plus Titania in the same turn to play around counterspell. Think we're looking good here. Fourth. So end step fourth. Okay, that's really good news for me, obviously. They bottom 2 cards. They don't know about the force in my hand. Remember when I said that I was playing around the verdict? Gotta be smart. Gotta be smart and thin. Gotta be smart and thin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're just gonna play Titania here and then activate Saga. Cryptic counter draw. It's pretty bad for me, but that's okay. We're gonna make a Saga token. My opponent may be able to get out of this. Maybe I should have gone with Dryad on that turn. Fourth. I don't think there really is a good split for me there. Maybe there is a slightly better split, but I don't think there's a good one. I think that, you know, we're definitely separating both spells. Nothing to go get. Funny how land would have been so much better than that spell there. It kind of is what it is. I think we chill here. I don't want to show my opponent the Dryad plus Valakut, because I think they know about the Dryad, but they don't know about the Valakut. And now they fetch, so they went down to 3. So now we actually have lethal in hand. My opponent needs to deal with my board, otherwise they just die. But I also just have lethal in my hand. It has split the counterspell from the other 4. No, but the thing is that both cards are just better. Like, my opponent banned the counterspell, right? So you would have given the opponent an extra land for no reason. Like, both cards are just very strong there. Both are good spells. We do have some good top decks still. We can draw Titania number 4. We can draw Fetch Land. Actually, Fetch Land would be a very good... I guess it wouldn't be a good top deck. It would just be like an okay top deck. It would be the best out of our bad top decks, let me put it that way. Because Fetch Land means that I can play Fetch, and I can play Dryad second, and I can then play Valakut, and that triggers. Okay, so this is obviously really good news for me, because it means that my opponent is desperate. Yeah, Ren just probably wins, because I can just start looping sagas. So Ren wins. Dryad is... like another Dryad's probably good as well. Although I guess I forgot to gain life with Saga again, but like, it just doesn't matter, obviously, in this matchup. Doesn't matter at all. What's this? 5 mana? Big Tef? Okay. Opponent was so close to stabilizing. I guess they could have Solitude plus White card. If my opponent has Solitude plus White card, we actually lose this game, which would be crazy. We just held that Valakut for so long. We just slow rolled that Valakut for so long. That's kind of cool. That is actually kind of cool. Slow roll that Valakut forever. And we were super rewarded for it because my opponent knew about the Dryad because of a Courser. That was cool. That was a cool league. It was just a fun league. Some good matches of Magic were played. This deck's great. I really, really like it. It's just so much fun. It's a lot of fun in a different way than that Amulet is fun. Construct aggro is OP. How do control decks handle tokens? I mean, my opponent... I mean, I guess the tokens did put a good amount of pressure. The Coursers look good, actually. The Coursers looked pretty good that league. They weren't like busted or anything, but like just fine role players. Just solid card. Maybe I'll keep messing around with the Coursers. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's keep messing around with the cursors. That's gonna do it for this league. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next league. Bye bye.